On this quest, I'm continuing to explore Catterwood Village in Portland, a property that is truly one with nature. It's a great spot for camping, with rivers that run parallel on both sides of the community, one being the famous Rio Grande River. Here, there are two buildings, a studio cabin and the other is a general meeting area with a kitchen, where the chef is going to show me how to prepare a cultural dish that includes a local fruit, harcoon.
Kareem's quest. Travel different from the rest. You're watching Kareem's quest. Always an adventure when you're watching Kareem's quest.
As I arrived on the property, the first place I went was the gathering area. You will probably start, your eating at your communal spot. But before I show you there, so come let me show you the river. Anybody who knows Kareem's quest knows that Kareem's quest loves water. I don't necessarily like to go in the water, but I just like to be where water is. All right, so you have your Catterwood Village sign. And remember, if you want to find more interesting places like these, just come to kareemsquest.com, all right? So let's take a step down to the river. And majority of here is wheelchair accessible. So if you look parallel to these stairs, you will see a wheelchair pathway, which is very thoughtful. So let us go now and look at the river. Now, some of the rocks are painted with the name of the establishment, which is Catterwood, and there are safety lines just to let people know that, hey, don't go beyond this point. The water right here is pretty shallow. Based on what I'm looking at, I mean, right there probably be about 2 feet, and right there probably be about 4.5 feet. So it's a nice spot to relax at. Keep in mind that we are really high, not necessarily too high, but we're very elevated. So this temperature is usually very cool. Look, now let me try the water and see. Oh yes. But you know what I find with this type of water? It feels cold initially, but once you're in it long enough, you kind of get accustomed to it and your body gets accustomed to it and it doesn't feel that bad, but you're going to feel that first thing. Now, if you look, there is a river that flows from up there, comes straight down, but there are also water coming from the parallel mountain area. So there's water basically running from this forest into the river as well. So that's one of the beautiful things about nature. Also, when you're out here, there are a lot of birds. I'm seeing a lot of birds out here, you know what I mean? So it's a relaxing experience to be at. Now, let me be fair, you really have to love nature. All right, this is not one of them places there where it look like nature, but it's not really nature and it has modern amenities. No, this is one of them places where it's really nature driven, all right? So you're not getting like hot water. Keep that in mind, all right? You're going here, like I don't know what people call this in other countries, but we have this insect that we call peony wally. I'm positive that's not the correct name, but it was in the cabin that I was in and it just kept lighting it up. And I mean, if you appreciate things like that, then you'll love it here. But it is authentic nature, all right? It's no pretense nature. So just keep that in mind. After spending some time by the river, I was told about this spot down the road where the owner made his own patty. So of course, I had to try it. My tour of the community continues now. Look how my muddy up, right? So I went to, what them call it? Three Sister Rock? What them call the waterfall place, the river? Three Sister River? Three Sister River, right? And so I did a whole heap of trodding. And so now, what the brother name, one place name? What? Russia? Russia? Flash. All right. So we have Flash place. Now Flash do patty, right? And him have fried chicken and some whole heap of stuff. So when you're at Ginger House in Portland, this is one of the places that you stop, all right? People them always friendly, by the way. Good? So I want a chicken patty, please. So, and see, look what them have. So you can get your fried chicken them this kind of hot. You get your fried chicken them when you come here, so support the locals, all right? This is what real community tourism is all about. Getting that authentic feel of Jamaica while the Rio Grande River is running parallel to it. You understand? Really nice set of people them too, and the road smooth and nice. I came here a couple of years ago, road was horrible. Now the road smooth and pretty. All right, so we have this. We have a drink. Oh, this hot too, don't it? We have a drink.
I've been there, ginger beer thing.
You have a cran water?
Yeah.
Give me a cran water, no?
Yeah, they want the grape one or regular.
Give me the grape one.
Grape one in there.
We'll give it a regular one then. All right, how much this though?
500.
All right, so listen, come here, so come support the community. You know, make everybody know, say, yo, you come, you know, be a part of the wider picture in Jamaica. Bless up.
Thank you.
Once again, I headed back to Catterwood to watch the chef, Miss Ingrid, prepare a local dish with a famous ingredient called carcool.
Now we are going to go into the kitchen and see what Ingrid are going with. Ingrid, what you up to?
You know me there, though.
You there?
Yeah.
All right, so let us go and see what Ingrid is doing. So you can follow. All right, come on, go. So Ingrid lay out everything. Ingrid, what we going to eat for breakfast?
This is carcoon.
This is carcoon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cooked down in coconut juice. This is the coconut.
Okay then. Now what is carcoon, by the way? It look like mushroom.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
But this one grow up on the tree like it's a waste.
Okay. Oh, really? And it grow in this area?
Yeah.
A lot? All right then, cool. So carcoon, you have your tomato. You cut up some vegetable before you
Right,
cook.
we put in the steam pop choy.
Yeah.
And this is the pumpkin that
Yeah.
we're gonna use to do the turn corn meal.
All right, so we got some turn corn meal, right? So turn corn meal is a staple in Jamaica, right? It's a very relatively very inexpensive meal to cook, so it has been a traditional thing for many Jamaicans to eat. And you know what I mean, we had to make use, our ancestors had to make use of a lot of the things like chicken back and, you know what I mean, the scrappy parts of the chicken as well. And we turn on make fashion, we make some very delectable dishes with these things, all right? So how long before it go finish?
About the next 20 minutes.
Next 20 minutes. All right, so food are cook up and everything nice. Were you from this community, by the way?
Yes, I am. Not joining community.
Which one? Millbank?
Barracks, Cornwall Barracks.
Cornwall Barracks?
Yeah.
Now, all these communities seem to be very close. What produces Cornwall Barracks known for? What them produce? What them do this?
Dasheen, banana.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all of that.
It's a farming community?
Right.
Yeah, because everywhere I go here, so I see some type of farming taking place, right? What school you used to go to here?
Moortown.
Okay, Moortown.
Yeah.
And that is linked to the Maroon. So I would
Right,
presume
exactly.
you're Maroon as well?
Right.
All right, see there? So we meet up a nice Maroon people them. I mean, what I love about all of these communities is how friendly the people are. I mean, they're really nice. You can talk to almost anybody. Don't it, Ingrid?
Definitely.
Yeah, man, Ingrid is like a warrior, but Ingrid afraid of one thing. Ingrid, tell the people them the one thing we're afraid of, Ingrid. Tell them, Ingrid. You want to tell them?
Oh, God.
It's Ingrid is afraid of frogs, right? And on this property at night, for whatever reason, the frog them come up. But Ingrid, how them leave when them come?
Somebody get them out or they leave by themselves.
I think them just like Ingrid, to be honest. Because when me alone there, I not see them. But you see when Ingrid here, Ingrid is like a superstar to the frog there. So them just keep coming. So Ingrid, you got to start up something there.
Me I go deal with them case, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, me I go deal with them case.
Ingrid, me I like how that sound. People who have to write a petition in the comment section that Ingrid must not deal with the frogs them, because me I like how Ingrid says she's gonna deal with the frog them. Alright, that one just sound different. So let me just show you the dishes that I'm gonna show you what go on in the pot there. No, let me show you what go on with Ingrid pot. Ingrid, we're gonna show them what go on in the pot them, you know.
This is the pumpkin. Yeah.
So the pumpkin nut.
Right.
Alright, yeah, stir it.
Right.
No, you told me something very interesting about the what? Kwaku, what's your name?
Carcoon.
Carcoon. Now, tell me the whole process with it in terms of how does it get to this stage? It has to stay in the river?
Oh, well, you pick it, parch it, get the shell off, and then you soak it for.
Parch it now mean that you put pan a zinc
No, you put it in a big pot
and get it.
roast it.
Yeah, all right, good.
Yeah. And then you get the shell off,
Yeah,
and you soak it whether in the river
Yeah.
or in pan, but you have to change it. If you put it in the pan,
yeah.
you have to change it day by day, change the water
Oh, really?
day by day, yeah. But if it's
For
in
how
the river,
long?
like 21 days.
So it needs to always be in motion water then, basically.
Right.
Okay then, for fresh water all the while.
Fresh
So
water.
21 times you have to check. Why do you have to do it so much though?
That's what I learned. I don't.
I understand. Yeah, you learn it from the ancestors.
Right.
So if you do it sooner than 21 days, what do you think happen? You don't want to find out. So these things are passed down for centuries, all right? I mean, the maroons have been around, I mean, probably documented from the 1600s thereabout, right? In terms of just being active. They may have been around even before that, good, but these are recipes that they would have passed down for centuries upon centuries. So communities like, as she said, Millbank, Comfort Castle. What next one? Barrack?
Cornwall Barracks.
Cornwall Barrack, right? And Ginger House.
Right.
Now, how the name Ginger House? Ginger House just feel like my read. You know, you read something I hear about Ginger House.
Oh, maybe I think back in the days, them said this community must where they used to store ginger.
Oh, where them is to store ginger?
Right.
That makes sense. But then, no more know how them get the name. Wait a bit. Now there's a community in Trelawney that name. Wait a bit, you know. Real name, you know. Right? Proper registered name. Wait a bit. Look it up if you don't believe me. Alright, so we're just going to go and chill out a little bit until the food ready.
Now it's time for me to go to one of the most picturesque spots in the area at Comfort Castle. It's on a private property with the Rio Grande River running behind it.
I am in Comfort Castle at this place called Massi Riverside. Good. Now this is arguably the best lawn I've ever seen in Jamaica. Gentlemen, yes, I can walk down there, sir? Yes, sir. Can do it? All right. You're coming from church, Elder Thompson? Yes, sir. What is your church name?
Comfort Castle, SDA.
First Castle? Comfort Castle?
Castle,
SDA.
Adventist.
SDA. So Comfort Castle, 7-day Adventist, all right? Yes. So thank you so much, Elder. All right, so we're going to go down here. So this is the best lawn that I've ever seen, right? And I've been here like twice, and whoever does the landscaping here, so kudos to you. And regarding the Massi people, them, kudos to you again. What is the name of the waterfall? All right, so everywhere it says private property, but this is one of the most picturesque area that you can be in Jamaica. All right, so let's check it out. Oh wow, oh wow, lovely river. See somebody all wash down yesterday. So different things are going on at the river, and it's a male washing too. So everybody who thinks that the man them now wash, the man them wash too. But this is still part of the Rio Grande River. You have some kids up there so catching janga and things like that. And this is nature at its best. Really lovely experience. So again, I'm staying at Cutterwood, and while I'm staying at Cutterwood, I'm exploring the different communities and what all these communities have to offer. The people here are just so friendly. I mean, I'm getting so much advice. I get patty. I get information about the different areas, and you know, to see some of the tourist attractions. This is true community tourism.
My next venture was to head back to Cutterwood to view the rest of the property, especially the camping areas.
Okay, so this is the area now. I suspect that if I come back here in another 6 months, it's going to look very different, because if you even look right down there, so you can see the guys them doing some work already. So you know that things are going to be looking very different. I would also think that, well, this seems like just a social spot. You come, you play a domino, things like that. And there is an outdoor bathroom, and the outdoor bathroom is here. All right, so if you're camping and you have your campgrounds down there, so you have your outdoor bathroom here. All of these poles also are equipped to take on a hammock. So you have your relaxation spot. So you come here, when you're at Portland, Portland is like a chill place. It's a very slow pace. You know, it's a parish where you just come and enjoy yourself. You're constantly here in the river. It rains constantly here. So, you know, you kind of feel that more relaxed vibe. All right, so let's get going. Up here are some bamboos. I don't know if they're going to ever make raft with it, but you have Rio Grande rafting that is also, you know, relatively close by in the Berrydale community. So you can actually be here and then go straight to rafting. And when you go to rafting, you have like Belinda, who has a restaurant on the pathway of the raft. And then you end up at Rafters Rest. And that is a 3.5 hour tour. I never even realized that it was so long until I did it the first time several years ago. Anyway, back to this. So you can see that work is still being done. This is another relaxation area. It looks like it's going to be like an outdoor food area as well, because I see pipes. I don't know what the owner plans to do with this as yet. I don't know if he's going to turn this into a little cabin of sorts. But I mean, when you have land like this, there's so much potential. And there are so many people in Jamaica who can appreciate things like these, you know what I mean? We might not appreciate it. We might look at it and say, boy, this is where I grew up in a country. This is not nothing special. But to many people, this is special. So this is another camping ground. And on this camping ground, so you go up on this higher level, you put up your tents. And if you like tents, then and you can live outside and cool. Tips to many people. Do not camp if you're not an early riser. Because camping is not like you're living in a home where you have blinds and things like that that can really just, you know, block out the sun. Once the sun starts to rise, you will know, all right? And you just have to wake up. So if you don't like waking up early, don't do camping. All right, so this is the setting, and I would presume that this is the perimeter wall of his property. So I guess this is where everything stops. But these are the camping tents. You set them up, you start your thing. Now, this is another camping ground. Here's a level flat. And I need to ask them, what do they do when it starts to rain and them set up them camping equipment and everything like that? So this is authentic outdoor, you know. I keep saying that to people because sometimes I carry you to some places that are very real and very rustic and very true to nature. This is one of them, all right? Now, you all have your banana tree on property. Here's your banana tree. And it's kind of, some of the food here is basically farm to table type food. All right, so you eat organic Jamaican food now. Let's get going. We have workman here today. What go on, one bill? You bill a gazebo? Okay then. But when this I go finish? Next month. So this is where people are going to sit down and relax, or this is where people can camp?
Well, circumstances depends on whether you can camp here, so that's it's not really a camping.
Okay, so it's not really a camping spot, it's just really a gazebo. All right, so more a social spot. So let's get going. Let's keep walking. And again, the river continues to flow. And I can't tell you how beautiful this sounds at night when you're just hearing the river and you stand up right here, so one of the best feelings in the world. Now, here is another shower area. Now, let me tell you this now. I had to bathe in this. And when you're bathing in this and there's no water heater, you learn how to bathe fast. All right, so This is another shower area. And you really have to like things like these. Alright? Turn on your pipe and you start to take your outside shower. Or if you want, you can literally just boil some water, put in a pan, and you mix it. You have to just listen, you have to go back to your roots and just know. Some people don't understand what I mean, but some people do, alright? In the past, when time very cold, you boil water and you mix that water with this water until you get the right temperature that you want, and you get a little bucket and you have a little container and you throw that water on yourself. That's how we used to do it. Alright, that was our water heater before water heater. Now, here's another camping ground, and this is basically on a leveled surface, and it kind of give you some signals to let you know where the perimeter ends. But this is a nice camping ground, and it's partially canopied by trees. So, you know, you kind of have a little bit of shade here, but the weather in Portland is so unique because it always kind of feel this way. Europeans love Portland for that reason, all right? It always feels this way where it's almost going to rain and you might have a little sunshine for a little bit, and you always have somewhere in Portland where you have to hang up your clothes inside. Keep that in mind, all right? So it's a lovely parish. It has a lot of banana. It is known for bananas. I mean, this is probably where a lot of the banana ships used to come, both here and another bay in St. Mary. So you're going to find some of the best bananas in Jamaica, both green and ripe, in Portland. This was another lovely, great adventure for me, just being in a place called Ginger House. Now, I can't believe that the real name is actually Ginger House. I mean, it just sounds like something that I used to read as a child, like Hansel and Gretel type thing. But the correct name is actually Ginger House, and it has a lot of beautiful adjacent communities as well. The people here are very lovely. They are very hospitable. You can go up to them and talk to them. A lot of farmers, people who take a lot of civic pride. So the roads are clean. You know what I mean? There's a lot of hard work going on and people making a living, having them shops and things like that. So today I was at Cattlewood Village. A lovely place to be, a lovely place to just enjoy yourself. If you're a true outgoing person, by the way. And as usual, if you want to find more great places like these, just go to my website, kareemsquest.com. I review a lot of hidden gems in Jamaica. This is definitely one of them, and it's definitely also off the beaten path. You know it always go, people. You're always welcome to join the quest.